our next topic is anchor tags or links. Perhaps we want to link from one page to another. At the moment, my first HTML document hasn't got any links, so I can't click on anywhere and it will take me to another page. And this is obviously integral to how the internet works. You go to any website, you'll have some links that are perhaps menu items. You click on them, it takes you to a second page. So for this, I'm going to have to create another HTML document. This is my first HTML document, so let's now change this to the second HTML document. And let's get rid of that extra text. There we go. So I'm going to have to go to File and Save As this time. Okay, and again, remember that little trick. We've got to change it to all files, otherwise it will just add a .txt extension and it will think it's a text document. Let's call this page2.html and let's save that. So now if we browse to the document, we notice we've got a page 2 there, and if we double click on it, excellent, this is my second HTML document. And you'll notice that the title has also been changed. We've now got our 2 pages and we want to link the first one to the second one. So the first thing to do is let's open up again our index page. And again, if you try and open things up in Notepad, it assumes you're only going to be interested in text documents. So we've just got to change that to all files. There we go, they magically appear again. And we want to open our index page. There we go. Let's add some more text here, so another paragraph. And we'll put in the text that we're going to link. Let me just add a bit of space around it so it's a bit easier for you to be able to see it. Okay, the way to do a link is we need to add something called an anchor tag, and an anchor tag just uses an A. There we go. So all the text enclosed within there is now going to have a link. At the moment, we haven't told it where that link is going to go to. So we need to add some extra information, and this is actually the first example of something called an attribute. And an attribute is something extra that you add to a tag to add information about it. For a link, you use something called the href attribute. You'll notice here we just put a space in there, then type href equals, and within quotes we now need to type in the name of the web page. So the name of the web page is page2.html. Okay, so let's just save that, and we'll get rid of the second page, and we now need to just refresh it. Okay, and you'll notice now that the formatting of that text has also changed, so it's now been underlined and it's been changed to purple. And by default in HTML, the browsers do this. Any link that they have, they will change the formatting to purple or the colour to purple and add an underline to it, just so that users know that that's a link rather than standard text. You'll notice that when I put my mouse over it, the cursor also now changes to also signify to the user that they can click on it. And if we click on it, excellent, it's worked. It now loads in the same browser window the second page. So I can surround whatever text I want to with an anchor tag, and all of that text will then be clickable and open up that new page. Perhaps I don't want all of that sentence, I actually only want the link part to be active. So let's just get rid of that closing A tag to the right of the second page, and I've just added it at the end of the link word. So if we now save it again and refresh, excellent. So now the only part of that sentence that's clickable is the link text, and again if I click on it then it opens up the second HTML document. We might, I guess, want to also put a link back from the second page to the first page. So let's open up in Notepad again. Page 2 this time, and under that first line let's put a link to my first HTML page. Okay, if you remember, we've got to add the anchor link or anchor tag. So there's the A, href equals, and my first page is actually called index.html. And if we now just refresh it, there we go. So we can now go from our second to our first page, and from our first back to our second, and there we go. So we now have some system of being able to navigate through our website that's currently being built up.